Grazie, Presidente.
Thank you, President. The terrible murder of Daphne Caruana Galizia, the journalist, has revealed the illegal and corrupt system that exists in the institutions of an EU member state. A country which is not being run by a conservative government, which often would be accused of this kind of thing, but rather a socialist government. And now we're hearing about resignations. We assume that this is because he wants the party to be able to take power again. Finally, now it seems we are getting this resignation, but not because this is what his conscience demanded, but instead because it's what the people have demanded, and because there have been journalistic investigations which have showed what work has been done by this colleague. The Maltese people are taking to the streets, and for the first time in their history, they're not doing this on partisan basis. Instead, they're just asking for the Prime Minister to immediately leave his position before the 18th of January, as he has announced. They're asking for a change in politics and for the institutions to be drastically changed. And so we should be by their side. For all too long, the European Union has not spoken out about this. We've not spoken against a country which has violated the fundamental principles of Western society: freedom, democracy, and respect for rule of law. A few weeks ago, a Parliament delegation from this House went to Malta, and we highlighted major problems for the rule of law in the country, not only talking about limits on freedom of press, a fundamental basis of our societies, but also spoke about a risk to the independence of the justice system and international law. It is no surprise that today, just by one click on your computer, you can find various Maltese companies with their fingers in a great many pies. There are a lot of offshore Maltese companies. Of course, they're not all illegitimate, but many of them are being used to get round tax rules. Europe has guaranteed a free flow of capital between the member states, but we have to ensure that we also have a free flow of information between the police forces, particularly when it comes to financial affairs. A lot of the crimes that were highlighted by Daphne did have a European side of things and involved many member states. This situation is not something which we can tolerate any longer in Europe. The European Parliament and European Commission are now looking at introducing a rule of law mechanism. It is absolutely vital that the Commission intervenes here with the measures that we need and the sanctions required. Thank you.
Thanks very much.